What's up, guys? Back with another long video today. Took a little break, but we're back, hopefully for the foreseeable future. Today, this is long overdue. I want to review the biggest engine in my collection, the MTH Premier 3982 Union Pacific Challenger. So before I get into like the history and everything, I just want to get a quick rundown of the engine. As you can see here, 4664 Challenger, meaning 4 wheels up front, 6, another 6 driving wheels, and 4 wheels in the back. So the Challengers were a set of 2 classes of locomotives. The first batch was in, I believe, the 30s, correct me if I'm wrong, and then the second batch, which were these, they were based more off the designs of the Big Boy, which is why they look so similar. My engine, number 3982, was a part of the second run of Challengers, and it was the first run of MTH Challengers back in, I believe, 93 or 94. Now, this run of MTH Challengers was very significant for the hobby. They were the first, I believe they were the first Premier engines. They were the first die-cast articulated and the first die-cast Challenger in O-gauge. Now, as you can see, this locomotive is very long. It measures in at about 32 to 33 inches long, which is about 2.5 feet. Now, just for a little comparison, here is a scale Hudson. This is the 97 763E remake. Next to the MTH Challenger, you can tell how large this locomotive is and how much of a presence this has. The scale Hudson is not a small engine by any means, so it's definitely quite the behemoth on the layout. So this engine actually has quite a bit of a story. I've been eyeing it on trains.com for quite a while. Me personally, I think the Challenger is the best looking articulated steam locomotive, or in just terms of like big steam. First things that come to mind are probably like the Big Boy, well, the Challenger too. But I prefer the Challenger more. I think it's a better proportioned engine. I mean, the Big Boy is awesome, but it's like almost too long, in my opinion. Now, as far as details go, for its age, this is quite the engine. You've got the hideaway coupler. It is a dummy scale coupler, so that's kind of annoying, but you can probably switch that out. This is the light right here. It does have lighted marker lights. I know that these are not the correct color. I don't really care, but if you wanted to change that, you can. This is missing a bell, which added to the affordability of this engine. It also has, here if I can get it, a opening smoke box. You do have to lift the engine, and it won't open on a curve. I'm not really sure why it's designed that way, but anyway, this does have 2 smoke units as well. They put out enough smoke to satisfy me. I'm not really that too into smoke. I'm not gonna convert this to a fan-driven smoke or something. Moving on to the side of the engine, you can see they spared no detail with the running gear, pipework, firebox, as well as other details. Some of them are molded in, but a lot of it is separately applied, like this right here. Obviously the handrails are separately applied, and these right here. Now, when we get back to the tender, this is where things get interesting. When I got this engine, it did not work. Trains didn't test it. Now, I know I shouldn't gamble on a Proto Sound 1 model that's untested, that had like cosmetic defects, but for the price that I got this, you guys wouldn't believe. Let's just say it was under $400 before shipping. So anyway, the tender. This is where the electronics are located, and when I opened it up, the top board. I'm not an electronics guy, so let me know what maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. But the board that was at the top was disconnected. It had a bunch of pins. It was disconnected, and I thought, maybe that might have something to do with why this engine isn't running. Connected it, fired right up. So yeah, it's a story of just luck, I guess. This is the lucky Challenger. So you guys can see here are the sounds. They are, this is the QSI Proto Sound 1 soundboard. Not, the most prototypical, but I'm fine with it. I don't really mind it. It does enough for me. So I'm now gonna give you guys a short little run session of this giant engine, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for more long form videos. Goodbye.